How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at some Zen games. They're not cherry picked. I've honestly just gone for some recent games of his. You could pick any Zen game and they're all going to look outstanding. If you go for 2s, 3s, 1s, doesn't matter. Probably Rumble as well. Why not the hockey game mode, whatever it's called, Snow Day, that's the one. He might just be the best Rocket League player in the world. And he might have been for years, honestly. I made a video about this recently. I had Terralia as like the #1 in the world because I feel like you just had to give it to him after winning consecutive events, Esports World Cup, Worlds, and the Birmingham Major with 2 different teams. You kind of just have to say, well done, you can be the best for now. But that whole time, Zen has still been in that conversation. He's never left the conversation for best in the world since he debuted as a pro. He makes everybody look silly every time that anyone plays against him. And yeah, you'll probably see a lot of that in this video if you if you stick around for all the games we're going to watch. Now, another thing to think about is just how many times we've seen him get ranked 1 by absolute miles in the 2v2 ladder. I don't know about you guys, but I care quite a lot about the 2v2 ladders. Oh, that's a pretty nice idea there by Zen with a wave dash turn. You know, the Rank 2's game mode is the game mode that's got the most play by RLCS pros, and it always has. You know, 3s sometimes get some gameplay. Some players like to play a little bit of 3s. Some players like to play 1s. But 2v2 is a serious part of every RLCS pro's practice, at least in Europe and the Middle East, and I believe in South America as well. I know there might be some North Americans who don't play 2s a lot, but even in NA, it's still a lot of the top players play 2s. But yeah, Zen's just casually outplaying Oli and FairJame, of course. Why wouldn't he be? Another goal for Zennington. Yeah, I care a lot about rank 2s. When I'm looking at rank 2s and I see Zen over 100 points ahead of #2 for, I don't know how many times he's done this. It's not even particularly, I would say it's not even unusual. It would be unusual any other time. To see a player that far ahead in rank 2s, such a popular game mode, is insane. But when it's Zen, it's just like, oh, he's done it again. And by the way, that's a forfeit, so let's get into game 2. Alright, so here's another one. Zen and Atto this time, they're teamed up, and they're against Kaliers and Serac. So shout out Serac for uploading these games, or else we wouldn't be able to see them on ball chasing. But yeah, they're already losing 1-0, 3 seconds. Nice kickoff by Atto, just getting it over the opponent's heads enough to give Zen a chance on net. But yeah, you can ask any pro player, you can ask any, any respected person in the Rocket League scene. Some nice clangs there. Consecutive clangs by the orange team. Yeah, anyone that I've talked to about rank 2s, they'll all tell you the same thing. Zen he's just him. Nobody can beat him. He just always ends up winning way more than he loses. To get this far ahead of second place, he's currently, like I mentioned earlier, over 100 points ahead of #2. And to do it so many times, it's insanely hard to do, but he makes it look normal. And I'm sure you guys all know this. When you're that high rated, when you're #1 by a significant margin, you're not really winning points for wins. When you win, you get 3 or 4 points. You lose, triple that, or maybe even quadruple that, depending who you've lost to. Queue times can be crazy long. Everything is kind of working against you, especially if, like we saw in the last game, you solo queue every now and then, which Zen does. He plays team queue sometimes, but he also solo queues. It doesn't seem to matter what he does. He just sits rank 1 by miles, and I think we need to just remind ourselves every now and then that that's not normal. It shouldn't be possible to so consistently get just 100 points clear of #2. When you look at who's playing, oh yeah, it's all the other best players in the world. Well, at least all the other best players in the EU server, which is the most active rank 2's server. Yeah, we're going to be very interested to see if that continues throughout the Lyon World Championship, of course, with Lyon happening. Well, even with Esports World Cup now happening, the main server for all the best players in the world to play 2s will be nice double demo there by Serac. The main server for everybody to play 2s on will be the EU server, because that's what the MENA players play on when they're in MENA. All the top teams are right now. And then when the World Championship rolls around, it'll be the same thing, more EU server 2s. So expect to see insanely stacked twos lobbies. If you do catch any high-level streams, it'll probably be top tier. You know, Zen just makes it look so fluid, so effortless. He doesn't look like he's really pushing himself to the limit in any of the games that you watch him. And like I said today, I've grabbed some games here that look like they're going to be interesting based on the score lines and the stats, but it's not hard to find games that look like crazy stat lines, crazy score lines, and again, another early forfeit. So let's just keep rolling. Let's get into game 3. Alright, in this one we've got Zen solo queuing again. He's got Inspire in his team. He's against Reese Fox, who's a Belgian player teamed with Astro recently, and Compact in the Last Chance qualifier, and Pucus. I hope I'm saying that right. Vomit-inducing name, Pucus. But yeah, I wanted to show a selection of games here. Some with Zen playing against names that you're going to know, other like some where he's partied up, and some where he's just playing with, you know, other high-rated players that you guys may or may not be aware of, but you might have seen them on someone's stream. But just to show that he's not just he's not just team queuing, because I know it is a done thing sometimes for players to just team queue constantly. Very interesting, by the way, to see Zen half flipping there while he's solo queuing. So that is a strategy he's got in his rotation for solo queue. I feel very vindicated seeing that, because I like to do that myself, and maybe don't get the same results as Zen, but I do like to just half flip away from the ball and see what happens. Not really sure what the best quick chat to do alongside that is. So I've tried on your left, on your right, I've tried I've got it, I've tried faking, I've tried saying nothing at all, and I'm really not sure which one inspires the most confidence in teammates. But yeah, you guys can report back to me if you do half flip onto in twos or threes away from the ball and kick off. You need to be ready to make the save. Oh, speaking of, nice save there by Inspires, and just leaving him at the back there. No way to get back and help. Oh my goodness. Inspire to check and see the crossbar still there. Yeah, this is you know, just another aspect to Zen's gameplay that you'll always see. It's always been a part of his gameplay, and I see it in these games as well, is he's not forcing the mechanics to be ever present. There are some players, some very good players that you watch, and every single play, or at least a lot more plays than we're seeing from Zen, will be peaking or attempting to peak, because a lot of players queue up into ranked and they try to practice at their limit, or maybe even push their limits to see what they can work on that's maybe slightly outside the realms of what they're comfortable with, to try and push themselves, improve. Ultimately, for most top tier players, ranked is just a method to improve. They obviously are competitive, they care about the points, they want to win, but it's mainly to get better at the games that you can go and then win in tournaments and RLCS, of course, on top of that. But if you watch Zen, he plays well within his means, and this is something you guys can all take and apply to your own game, because although not many players, unless maybe not even any players right now, nobody can play like Zen does when it comes to mechanics. My goodness, what a read. And consistency, because he might just be the best. And when it comes to rank 2s, he definitely is the best. But you can all play within your means. And I think this is something that a lot of players in all ranks struggle with. You know, players will queue up and they tell themselves, or they'll tell their 2v2 teammate that they're queuing with, they'll say, yeah, let's lock in, let's win some games, let's just play super consistently, solid. And then 30 seconds in, the same players are trying shots that they're really not going to hit very often. They're trying mechanics that they're not going to get right very often. And that's okay, but I want to tell you guys not to... I would say don't lie to yourselves, because it's okay to go in and try new things, try be ultra mechanical for your standards. But if you are trying to be the best player you can, then you have to find the balance. You have to find which ones you're good at, which ones you actually want to practice at, and do those. Oh, nice shot by Inspire, 6-2. And not to get carried away too much, if you guys know what I mean. Okay. Another forfeit, in case you can tell. Let's get into a fourth here. I don't often do 4-game videos, but since Zen's forcing forfeits, we've actually got time for it, so let's go. Okay, for the fourth and last game of the video, we're going to watch Atto and Zen again. This time they're against Nush and Abdullah. Abdullah just made it to the World Championship play-in. He won the last chance qualifier in MENA alongside Ghazi and Twiz. And then we've got Nush as well, teaming again in the last chance call recently with Dr. and Ops, 3 very young players coming out of MENA. It's a very, very solid team here that Atto and Zen are up against. But yeah, on that thought that I was just finishing off the last game with, about trying to play to improve versus playing to win. It's possible to do. I believe it's possible to do both. I believe if you play within your means, it's possible to do both. You can play to win and to improve. You can get good results while still making those improvements to your game. And anyone who is interested in that, of course, check out the Next Rank links in the description. Join the Discord. Check out the free content on YouTube. Free course in the nextrank.com/free. And if you're very serious about your improvement, you can maybe even buy the course made by myself and apparently Jack, thenextrank.com. Going to be able to help you with all of your improvement needs. Yeah, for Zen, the improvements he's able to make, the things he's able to do just effortlessly are truly mind-blowing. Oh, nice pass there. The MENA players combining for their first goal of the game. Yeah, I think it's important as well not just to become a player who never tries new things and just tries to stick to what they know 100%. It's about finding the balance. Something pro players are extremely good at. Now here comes Abdullah with the air dribble dunk attempt. Zen saving his dodge, powering right through it. Atto with a flip reset past mid. Zen in reverse briefly. Decided he was going to play it. Got beaten to it by Abdullah. Now Atto's dispossessed him at the midfield. His double tap off the crossbar. Got a good game here with Abdullah now testing Zen. Ceiling shot, dodge available. Oh, and nearly doubles it in. Zen flies down onto the boost, and it looks like Nush might be able to recycle this. Yes, he does. Well, Atto lunging into the same back corner, Zen already occupied, and that left the net wide open. In a flash, the ball is slammed right into their net. Excellent 50 by Zen. He knew Atto was far from the play, so he just wants to 50 that somewhere else. Didn't want it to sit where it was. And notice how many times Zen will just boom the ball. This is a perfect example of switching up the play, not always being one-dimensional, just going for the same idea. Because that ball he could have air dribbled, he could have gone for a grind to double tap, so many other advanced mechanics that he could have brought into the play. But no, he just simply booms it. It's a good thing to switch up into your gameplay, keep the opponents guessing, of course. And sometimes it will just net you goals at any level. It works even at this level in pro play. Zen looking for clear balls, trying to get the ball into the back corner again, away from the center. Atto with the reset, dunk. Zen powering through, little chip shot, 4-2. It's been a very competitive game, but Zen and Atto, as I'm sure a lot you would expect, starting to pull away again. Well, Zen gets the demo, Abdullah demos him. Atto briefly boostless, not too long though. His air dribble commences. Multiple resets, Nush pounces. They're very hard to fake out, the MENA players. Not players who will likely leave the ball when it's available. And he is human after all. Zen does miss a read. Oh, maybe not the best touch as well. Nush looking for the mind game. Well played, Nush. Gets Atto in a bit of a panic after Zen gave the ball away to him. And in comes Abdullah for the goal. So that's going to be 2 for Abdullah. 2 for Zen and Atto, just 1 for Nush at the moment. 2 minutes to go. And there is a third goal for Abdullah after the kickoff. Zen didn't realize the shot was coming in that quickly. Went to the back corner boost. He did not have time to be doing that. Abdullah with a chance to put the pressure on again. Zen up for a corner read. Way early on the bounce. Of course he gets it without even needing to adjust too much. Oh, Abdullah's all over them here though. Oh, what a read by Zen in defense. The defensive stops have been outstanding. Oh, what a fake by Nush though. Oh, how about this? By the MENA 2's team. They've just randomly queued into each other as well, Abdullah and Nush. Fantastic team play. They've got Zen and Atto on the ropes. Zen with the downward pass. It's on the goal line, surely for Atto. Oh my goodness, it's 5-5. Like I told you earlier, I didn't watch these games before. I didn't have to dig deep to find some really good games to show you guys today. You can all do this yourself. Head to ball chasing, look up Zen, and you'll just be able to watch games of this quality to your heart's content. But I mean, I didn't know that we were going to get so many plays. I should have known, but I didn't know we were going to get passing plays like that last one. 6-5 now. Nush and Abdullah in a bit of trouble. Zen looking to punish the out of position Nush. Abdullah couldn't get back to help. And Nush stands strong by himself. Oh, what a dunk that is. And Zen has to play the ball here. Didn't want to leave it, just in case it bounced badly into the middle. Once again, Nush tough to mind game. Atto takes control though. That's extremely well done. Now the passing play. Atto looking to double the open net. Of course, for him, easy as you like. In it goes. And it's 7-5. What a high-scoring game. 13 shots for the blue team, 14 for the orange team. Abdullah with a chance to make it 6. Great timing on the shot, and in it goes. And it's a 13-goal game. Looking more like a 1v1 scoreline here. You know, it really just, every time I watch high-level 2s like this, I wish we had RLCS 2s. I know it's maybe a bit greedy of me after the first RLCS 1 season, but always want more. I feel like RLCS 2s would be a true spectacle alongside RLCS 3s and RLCS 1s. Mind game and defense by Zen. Picks up the ball for free on the ground shot. Now flicked down the line. Atto trusting. Redirect into the post. Nobody reading Zen's approach. And it's 8-6. Looks like they are going to play this one. Abdullah and Nush fought bravely. It's 15 shots to the 16 of Zen and Atto. Might be 16 all after this one, because that's going to be a demo in Zen. Nush not able to get an open net though, so it will count as a shot but not as a goal. 16 shots each. Zen and Atto the more clinical duo though. They will win the game. Oh my goodness, and they nearly clipped to finish. Why not? Let's take a look at what Atto saw in this place. That's insane. Oh my goodness, he actually did snipe Zen. That's crazy. Yeah guys, he continues to dominate 2s, does Zen, whether he's duo queuing like we see in the games 2 and 4 from this video, or if he's solo queuing, he just stays winning. He's still rank 1, not quite by 100 points, but he was. I think he was earlier. I swear he was. Yeah, I mean, if he's not right now, I'm sure he will be pretty soon. He's always miles ahead. Everybody else is so close as well. It's what makes it even more impressive. It's not like there are lots of big jumps. It's just Zen by himself, and then there's an A tier below him of players in 1400, and then high 1300s as well. But yeah, they're all absolute beasts, of course. Cool to see a reveal up there. Not as populated of a server, the NA2 server. Not sure, he might be playing EU. It could be just playing EU with ping, or maybe even low ping. I don't know if they're boot camping, but yeah, you look at the list of all the players that Zen's sitting miles ahead of, you see just how impressive it is, and he does it all the time. You can just check yourself if you want to by loading up the in-game leaderboard. But guys, 4 games in one video, and it didn't take long. Those were quick games because Zen's forcing forfeits out here so many times. If you like more games like this, I'm sure a lot of you do, then let me know and I'll be sure to make more. But by the end of this, or when this video goes out, I'll be in Esports World Cup in Saudi. I'll be at the Esports World Cup, so this video could age really well. Maybe Zen and Vitality are going to go great at that event. Maybe they're going to be absolutely terrible, and this video is going to look ridiculous. Don't really mind. I'll upload it either way because these games are worth watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Like I said earlier, check out the links in the description if you do want to support the next rank, if you want to check out the content, and as well as Chalkcast and all the other links in there. But for now, that's it. I'm off to bed. I'm going to be off to Esports World Cup tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy the event if you do tune in, and I'll see you all very soon.